All right, y'all. So if there's one thing that I've actually done to change my life for good, that one thing would be changing my self-image. Okay, scratch all the self-improvement habits. The one thing that's actually brought me success to my life is just changing my self-image. And in today's video, I will teach you basically how to rewire your brain for success. Okay, ideally, it's just rewiring your brain because we all have perceptions on daily things that we do, limiting beliefs, all these different things. So I will teach you how to get rid of all those and basically how to become successful. All right, so let's dive right into it. So a little background on just my story and how I changed. Okay, so my early childhood, basically I was skinny. All right, as you can see in this video, this picture right here, I was like pretty fucking skinny, right? Oh shit, and basically I had ADHD, all right, and I still do have ADHD or ADD, and basically I just learned to really control it, and I learned to pretty much just live with it on a daily basis and basically use the pros that come from ADD. Okay, so this video will also include ADD and ADHD because ADHD is known for as it's kind of like a limiting belief, right? Because if you have ADHD or ADD, it's perceived as such a bad thing, okay? And in schools especially, right, it made me feel worthless because they put me in certain classes that only ADHD people or ADD people would go to. And that's, how it starts off on the early childhood, right? Basically, you are put in these classes where, they tell you you're a little special, or they pretty much tell you you're like not, an average person or a high studying student. And because of that, I had a limiting belief that, okay, I have ADD or ADHD. I can't actually proceed to studying well. So most of my grades I got in high school were like C's and B's, okay, and which were actually pretty good, okay, but I wasn't an A student. And I always wondered, I was like, if I actually put in effort and believed that I could do it, why could I not got an A? So, early childhood, man, school definitely made me feel worthless. That's a big factor on how basically my brain was, in a way, it was taught that you can't go outside of, your true potential. So that was first. Skinny definitely played a big role because when I was skinny, people would look at me as like, oh, he's really weak, all this different things, right? And that definitely played a big role as to how I reacted, how I'd, carry myself. I'd carry myself as like a very weak person because that's what the world viewed me as, weak, because when you're skinny, you're weak, right? And so early childhood definitely played, a huge role on how my limiting beliefs and how my self-image was, okay? And my first question to you guys is, in your early childhood, or maybe you are going through your early childhood, how is this, or how did it basically make you feel, okay? How did it make you feel? So take a second to really think about that, all right? Because your problems could be coming from literally just only your early childhood, okay? So other factors, okay? Other factors. Friends, okay? Friends. So when I had friends back in high school, back in elementary, these friends, bro, they weren't friends, okay? They were people I would hang out with to do certain things. So, for instance, right, you have friends you play basketball with, right, which is cool. That aspect, I am grateful for because I had friends who I played basketball with. But I also had friends on the other hand, outside of basketball, who I would, party with, drink. Okay, partying is not bad, but drinking, doing drugs, right, smoking weed, all this shit, right? When you do all this, you will feel low, okay? And friends play a huge role for that too. Friends, they insult you, they roast you, they kind of bring your limiting beliefs too. They're like, oh shit, bro, you're skinny as fuck, bro, like all that shit, right? And that makes you feel like shit. You're like, oh shit, I don't have a chance to like succeed in this world. So friends, okay, environment, okay, what is your environment? Are you placed in an environment where there are people that you want to turn out to be, okay? Maybe it's playing basketball and you're playing with people who are not good at all. So change your environment, right? Play with people who are actually good. That builds you to be a better player, right? Environment for education, right? If I was put in a class with other ADD students, wouldn't that make me feel and make me worse of a student because I'm in an environment where I'm with other, people who have ADD, and in that class it makes you already feel like, when you walk into that class and you're basically waiting in line to get in class, you're already like, shit, bro, I feel like a fucking retard going in this class. Literally, you feel like a retard. For any of you guys who goes to classes like this, please tell me you guys feel like a fucking retard. And that feeling that makes you feel like a retard, that is what builds your self-image. Every day you waiting in a line like that builds your self-image, bro. Okay? So, first thing I'll tell you, man, get the fuck out of those classes, okay? I don't give a shit if you're going to fail class, bro, school. Get out of that. Now you're on your own. Now you have responsibilities. When you're in classes like that, bro, it's not a good look for, how you feel, okay? So environment's next, right? Being Indian, okay? So these so far, man, these are all just limiting beliefs or things that shaped me to have limiting beliefs. So being Indian was another big one because I lived in an area, okay, first of all, where being Indian was seen as, how do I say this? Weird. It's just seen as weird, like guys who are different colors, right? They would always treat you as like different person. They don't treat you as like, oh, you are like who you are worth. They treat you as like, oh, he's Indian, okay, and then it's kind of like turns into like a little joke. And for the longest time, like when I was young, I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'm joking, and I made myself look like a dumbass. But really, bro, like they just didn't fuck with us, right? And the reason with that is because it was seen upon as, if you're Indian, you're weird. And being in an environment where you are seen like that, it shapes you, especially in early childhood, it shapes you, and it doesn't build your self-image to the point you guys want to build to. Okay, it doesn't bring out the potential in you. Okay, and another aspect for being Indian was playing basketball. When I played basketball, man, this shit was biased as fuck. Okay, they would only pick players who are black and white and maybe Asian. Okay, Asian's like the third pick. Fourth is Indian. Okay, so we had to grind our shit. And trust me and my other homie who I lived next to when I was in high school, bro, we grinded, we made the fucking team. Okay, but bro, let me tell you, if I played as like a black kid, bro, I would have fucking dominated. All right, and I'm not saying this is our limiting beliefs. I'm just saying the environment we're put in, right? They don't support that. If they don't support it, right? That's kind of like a self-image change, like oh, you're Indian, you can't play basketball, like, and that kind of instills in your head if you hear that shit every day. And lastly, dating as an Indian, okay, kind of ties in with what I said earlier about being Indian, but dating as Indian, you always hear, oh yeah, no, I can't date as an Indian, bro. I'm not good looking, or people just don't want like curry munchers or like curry cells or what the fuck, shit like that, and that's a limiting belief. That's a perception, okay? A perception is, I'm going to use that word a lot in this video because perception is basically what you heard and what you view and what you truly believe. Everything in this world is a perception. Everything is a perception, okay? Everything's a perception. So, people telling you, oh, no, yeah, this girl, she's white, she doesn't date Indians. Oh, no, right? White people don't date Indians. Perception, because there are many white people. I have a friend right now who's dating a white person. He's Indian. Okay, he's Indian as fuck. He's South Indian. He's the most Indian he can be, bro. Okay, dating a white person. I know so many people. Okay, so get that shit out of your head. I had to. These were things basically what I believed when I was younger. Okay, and basically, if you can relate with me on this video so far, this video will actually change your life. Okay, if you can relate with me, this video is gonna change your life. And it will. Okay, it's going to change your life. So now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about where I am in life. Okay, how I had these problems. Okay, I had ADHD, right? I have all these problems, and now where I am in life. First, health-wise, never been called skinny again. People respect me. Okay, I made myself more attractive. Right here, right? Dating as an Indian. Indians aren't good looking though. What? Bullshit. You guys could, if you take the effort, change your mindset, change your self-image. You'll be attractive. Okay? Look, change my body. I was called skinny, right? Called skinny, right? Yeah. I got bigger. Okay? Now look at this. Where I am in life, I had ADHD, right? My teachers told me I wasn't shit. Now I'm trading stocks and traveling the world as a fucking 21-year-old, bro. Oh, but you have ADD? No, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I don't give a fuck what you have. Okay, I'm practically being financially free at 21, literally. Okay, and I don't mean to like brag or anything. I'm just saying, I'm trying to prove a point, which is your self-image will change when you get all that garbage what people instilled back in the days. If you just get rid of that garbage, okay, and you change. Okay, bro, this is one of my Airbnbs, okay? Fucking lit. Crazy ass Airbnb. I'm in Bali in this video, bro. What the fuck? I never thought I was gonna go to Bali at fucking 21. Dude, I spent like fucking 12 racks in Bali. And like, that comes, and I'm grateful because that comes from trading stocks and just believing in myself. Okay, and you guys could do it too, and you guys will. The thing is, I'm not saying could. Scratch the word could. You will do it. Okay? Never been more social in my life. Okay? Never been more social. I was going to add pictures of like relationships too, but I don't know if that was a good idea. But basically, this is one of my friends. You know, I've never been more social, bro. Like, I have good looking friends. I have crazy friends. You know, I don't have like weirdo, like shitty friends who smoke, right? I have all like friends who are like strong. They got muscle. They look good. You know, they're healthy as fuck. You know, they're super trustworthy. Okay. And like I said, I was gonna add relationships and like, you know, the people I've been with the girls, but I didn't know about like adding the photos in there. It's just a little weird, but maybe in one video I might add it just to see how it is. But anyways, basically I'm just trying to show you that you guys could do this as well, bro. All right. And guess what? Okay. Guess what? You will, and no doubt these next slides, okay, these next coming slides are what's going to change your life. All right, so let's go. So first, like I always said it in the past, right, in like the couple of minutes ago, self-limiting beliefs. Okay, first of all, what is a self-limiting belief? Okay, so the belief that a mile could not be run under 4 minutes is a classic example of a limiting belief can shape our perceptions. Okay, so a little backstory to this. Okay. Back in the old days, okay, I don't fucking know the dates. All right, I heard the story and I love the story. It was said that a mile, 1 mile, cannot be ran under 4 minutes. Okay, 4 minutes. And basically, no one ran a mile in 4 minutes. And science apparently proved that. Now it's a perception, right? Science proved that a mile cannot be run under 4 minutes. Okay, and basically everyone has a limiting belief now that shapes our perceptions and capabilities. Okay, so now their body adjusts to it and their body's like, oh yeah, you can't run a mile under 4 minutes. But guess what? Okay, people once thought that running a mile under 4 minutes was impossible because they believed that the human body just couldn't handle that speed. That's why. Okay, this belief held athletes back, affecting their training goals and goals. Okay, training and goals. So this is called perceived physical limits. All right. And because of that, okay, everyone thought that breaking the 4 minute mile was impossible. Few athletes tried to push their limits, but their mindset kept the barrier intact until Brainster came along. But guess what? Brainster, okay, not Brainster, sorry. Bannister, not Brainster. I'm terrible at spelling, okay, and that's a fucking self-limiting belief too. Bannister's success proved that 4 minute mile was more of a mental barrier than a physical limit. Okay, once he broke it, so this guy broke that. Okay, and guess what? Other runners started to believe that they could do it too, and this led to even more athletes surpassing the milestone and setting new records. That's crazy, huh? Isn't that crazy that it was proved that a person can break a mile, all right, under 4 minutes? Someone does it, and because of that, other people do it too. And funny enough, I feel like the scientists proving this was kind of another experiment to basically prove that this word right here, perceived physical limits, was actually it's a thing. Okay, it's a thing, and that basically your mindset and your self-limiting beliefs are a real thing. Okay, I don't know. That's a weird thing to think, but so now, guess what? The fact is, other people broke it. So in your life today, okay, I want you to take a minute. What is something that's been said you can't do? Is it you're brown and you can't get, white people, white girls? What is it? Okay, the fact is you might believe you can't do something, but that's based on your perception that you held from your past. Your past is what dictated, not today, okay? Your past. So now let's dive a little bit deeper and more like in depth about ourselves. Can this past be because maybe you weren't born some type of way? Is it that? Were you not born in a type of way? Maybe you weren't attractive? Or is it because you weren't maybe tall enough? You aren't a certain race? Is it because you're Indian? I'm Indian. Is it because you're Indian? And you can't play on the basketball? Is it that? Is it maybe because of your traumatic past? And that kind of defines who you are today? Is it that? Is it maybe because your dad died at a young age, and because of that, you held on to those emotions, and that kind of defines who you are today? I had a relationship a while ago, and that relationship was definitely a traumatic relationship and it would definitely be in the books of traumatic past, because the shit she said after we broke up, she said, oh, I wasn't even attracted to you. I was just, you're not even all that looking. And for a long part, you would be like, okay, cool. It's not that deep, but you were with the person for a year, right? And because of that, she says that shit, and now that kind of shapes who you are today. You're like, holy shit, maybe I am not that attractive. She said maybe something like that. Traumatic. Maybe she said other shit after you guys broke up. She starts yapping on you, right? The girl. Maybe it's a guy. He starts yapping at you, and now you start thinking, oh, is that true? And maybe you start holding yourself to that level. Okay? Is it that? Just really think about it. Is it that? Maybe it's a relationship that's just a toxic ass relationship. Is it that? Is it maybe because you're not rich enough? Or your age? Is it your age? Is it said that in your age you cannot accomplish this? You can't get rich in this age? Or is it, you can't do this certain thing in this age? For the age thing too. Maybe it's when you're 60 you can't do this certain activity, or you can't do this. Is it that? Because that's a perception that you are holding. Is it a mental disorder or a genetic mutation? Is it ADHD? I have ADHD. Is it ADHD? What is it? Okay, what is your belief? Is it a breakup? I was talking about breakups earlier, right? Is it a breakup? Most men, their self-worth, man, I know a friend, his self-worth comes from his girlfriend. And when they break up, man, they get back together and they break up. And this is like a kind of a repeated pattern. They break up, get back. Every time she breaks up with him, his self-worth goes to shit. But when he's with her, he feels like he's him. Okay, was it a teacher or a professor? Think about it, man. So once you guys really thought about it, I want you to realize that any problem that you are facing has been accomplished exactly by someone who was in the same exact position as you. In the exact position you are in today, someone else has accomplished that. So The point is, it's the perception. Okay, it's your perception. And I'm just trying to get the perception point across so we can go to what we can do now. Okay, because we need to realize from deep within. Okay, sometimes we don't even know that our self-worth is held by someone else. We don't even know that sometimes. So we need to really be self-aware. Okay, so how does it come? I kind of already explained, a little bit on what aspect is it, right? But how does it come, right? It probably came from your childhood conditioning, some failures and criticisms of everyday small things, okay? So failures and criticism, right? Maybe you guys were, trying to approach a girl at the gym or at the mall and you guys got rejected, and now you're brutally traumatized from that rejection, that emotions, that rejection, that embarrassment. You couldn't handle it, and because of that, you're never going to talk to girls again. Is it that? Everyday small things, You hold your self-image to a certain level. Is it because you skipped the gym and now you feel more shitty about yourself? Is it because you're on your bed watching some shit you shouldn't be watching, telling yourself that I am quitting and that I'm trying to find a girlfriend? This is the big one. Is it a societal expectations? Is it that you feel like a loser because society says you need to get a job by this age, and because of that you are holding yourself to a lower level because everyone else is on or has a job or an internship? I have many friends who feel like shit and they're on this fucking retarded app called LinkedIn, right? And LinkedIn, everyone's just posting their accomplishments. Like, bro, why the fuck are you on this app, bro? LinkedIn is literally like TikTok. It's honestly worse because it makes you feel like shit. At least TikTok, you're like, just scrolling, just fucking your dopamine or something. This is like literally fucking up your self-worth because someone else is doing better out there than you, and you're out here fucking feeling like shit because you don't have that position they have. LinkedIn's actually stupid. Okay, internal dialogues, man. Do you tell yourself certain shit? Like, oh, I'm not good for this. Oh, I can't do this. No, I can't. I can't do 10 minutes, man. I can't do 10 minutes in the sauna. Oh, I can't even do 1 minute in the steam. I'm a loser. I can't even do 1 minute in the cold plunge. Bro, it comes here, right? It comes here. Past experiences. Like I said, man, relationships, childhood. Maybe you had a past experience of maybe death, almost death, right? Maybe it's someone trying to mug you. I've been mugged once. And I wasn't honestly the scariest moment of my life, but people do. People do be getting scared. That shit haunts them. And I'm really trying to think what else really haunts people, because stuff like this, man, is what holds us down to achieving things. Okay? Social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. People are always better looking on those apps. Makes you feel like shit. Straight up, you feel like fucking shit. Oh, this girl didn't like your pose. Oh, your self-image goes down now. Oh, you didn't get a certain amount of likes. Oh, my self-image is bad because, I didn't get a certain amount of likes. YouTube, you're watching videos on YouTube like 5 ways to look good today. And shit just makes you feel like shit. Because you keep trying it, it's not working. These people just want views, they just want money. And because of that, you start going in a rabbit hole. There's sides of people where, obviously I was talking about people who aren't healthy, but there's also people, there's a new thing called the gym cell. And I'm going to make a video on the rise of the gym cells, but basically gym cells, bro, they truly believe that the bigger they get, they're going to get a girl, but really they're just not going to get a girl. It doesn't matter how fucking big you are to get girls. As long as you're healthy and you look fit, you will get girls. So gym cells, man, they're the most depressed. When people think when you go to the gym, you're hella healthy, you're hella feeling good. Fuck no, dude. I've actually been there one point in my life too. Just because you look good doesn't mean you feel good. And there's also the part of body dysmorphia. Okay? You have all these things. So many things, so many factors. And how does one get success today? It's really hard. Right? But I did it. So why can't you? I fucking did it. Right? And so basically, my story on self-image changed. So my story on self-image changing the second I left my hometown. So now we're going to talk about how to basically change your self-image. Okay, this is where the good are. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water first. All right, and if you guys like this video, man, and you're this far, leave a thumbs up and comment down some self-limiting beliefs you think you have and how you're going to overcome them. Obviously, I'm going to explain to you how to, but just tell me what self-limiting beliefs you guys got, because these are interesting. It's really interesting to see what people are brought up with and how their childhoods and how their past really just defines their self-worth today. Okay, so first thing is, like I was telling you guys, in the first couple of slides right here, fucking shit. So all of these were an issue for me, okay? And this is because I lived in an area where all of this was here. So it's environment. Okay, ideally the biggest thing that your self-worth comes from is your environment. It's your environment. All right. And so one thing I did, my parents did, thankfully, is they changed my environment. They changed, I think, damn near 60 miles away from where we live now to a different place. Because of that, I got bigger. Because I was on my own now. I had no one tell me shit. Okay. I got rid of that fucking class. I told my parents, I was like, I don't want to go to that class anymore. I'm not trying to feel like a loser. Okay. So when you feel like a loser, you are a loser. Okay. What you feel is what you are. ADD? Nope. Don't even give a fuck about ADD. I don't even know I had that shit no more. Okay. School did not make me feel worthless because I actually knew I had the thing to do it. Friends, got away from drugs, met some new friends. Okay. I have a new friend. You know who you are if you're watching this. Okay. Environment completely changed. Being Indian, dude, I was a player on my basketball team in high school, all right, where I was known for being that Indian kid who was the best shooter, okay? Being Indian, I was praised, okay? Playing basketball, dating as an Indian, bro, I dated girls who aren't Indian, bro. Like, I've talked to girls who aren't Indian, okay? Like, my school didn't really have that many Indians, like, decent amount, but not too many, okay? Everything changed. All my problems changed when I just changed my environment. I got bigger, ADD gone, school made me feel good, no more drugs, right? Like, bro, environment, that's the first thing. Most people, they gotta change their fucking environment, okay? Leave, bro, get the fuck out of there. If you're like young and shit, right, you can't like tell your parents, oh, I'm trying to leave and shit. Man. I gotta think about that for a second, because I was lucky. Because my parents moved, but for your case, man, you can still get away from the environment, but you need to be headstrong. You need to cut those friends. You need to make some new friends. You need to be in solitude, really like grinding on your own for the first couple of months, because you're changing yourself first. Okay, so changing yourself. Now I come to changing your identity. Okay, when I moved to my new school and I tried out for the basketball team, and mind you, these guys don't know who I was. I had literally 2 months to prove because I was going to play for the season. So this was like damn near after summer ended. So we had these open gyms my high school varsity coach would hold, and I'm going to play varsity for the first year as a junior in high school, which is your third year of high school. And basically, he didn't know who I was. I came in, I showed my shit. Okay, I played. I was a 3-point shooter, right? I was like literally Steph Curry on the court. And the next thing you know, man, I was on the team. I made the team. That was one of my proudest moments, because it goes to show you that, there were black people who tried out, hella black people, right? Hella other races. Yeah, I was Indian. I made the team. So that was one of the best. That was honestly one of the biggest things that changed my self-worth. And it made me know I actually have potential in this world. And that came from actually changing my environment. So changing your environment. But before I changed my environment, or as I changed my environment, while I was in, so we moved to a different place around June. And my basketball season, or my open gym, started August. So from June, July, August, 3 months, I had to be alone. And in that time to be alone, I really focused on myself. I really changed myself, my identity. I made new friends, right? It takes time to change yourself because you've been perceived as a very young person of who you think you are. Okay, so ask yourself first, what defines as success? So my success back then was making the team. So I felt successful as fuck because I made the team as someone who's Indian, okay? Mind you, Indian, and in my head, being Indian was seen as low. So now I can do anything, bro. I can do anything other races do, okay? And I'll probably do it better. That's my new mindset now, okay? So ask yourself what you define as success. Is it money? Is it money? Is it getting a job? Okay, what is it? Is it getting a girl? Is it being healthy, getting bigger? What is it? Okay, and remember, the biggest factor of my self-image was based upon people and not my own progress. So remember how we said people change, environment changes, right? But my progress was what led me to change my own identity. The progress of me making the team, the progress of my body getting bigger, right? It showed me that I actually have potential. And that came from really being alone. I seriously think, I have two sides to this. I think, obviously being in solitude is good, but I also think you need to be social. But I think if you're really trying to change your self-image, you need some time to be in solitude. Okay, you really need some time to be alone to really fix yourself and change your identity. And then from there, once you change your identity, change to a new person, right? You rewire your brain. You literally believe you're a new person. Then you can attract new people into your life who's matching your identity. Get that? So that's where self-image comes from, man. It comes from changing your environment. I seriously think that environment, that's where it comes from. Okay, next. So now let's talk about how we can change your self-image and get rid of your self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so now we're coming to the self-limiting beliefs. Okay, so we talked about environment, how changing your environment comes. But if you can't change your environment, be in solitude and change yourself first, okay? And then make new friends, make new people to hang around with, okay? Next, first recognize that overcoming self-limiting beliefs takes effort because you live with them daily, okay? Progressing a little each day, overcoming these beliefs is key, okay? So self-image is shaped by your beliefs, and what you believe now might not be true. Changing your self-belief starts with visualization. You need to first close your eyes. Okay, so close your eyes and visualize the life you will get, and you need to believe it. So I visualized my life first when I moved. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes with you because I just want to be part of this, right? So when I moved to this place, okay, I visualized. The thing is, I had bad self-image, but I didn't really take time to visualize. I just did it naturally. But I visualized that I was on the team, and the players. So I kind of stalked the players before too, okay, because I was trying to see who I'm trying to compete with. And I visualized myself playing with these players in the same jersey of my high school. See how I visualized that? I kind of did that naturally. I didn't even know I was doing this shit. But I visualized it. And for you guys, where does it start? Does it start by just, first of all, getting into the gym? Okay? Are you skinny? So start by visualizing that you get in your car and you drive to the gym. And in the gym, you sign up for a membership and you just do a couple of bicep curls and you leave. That's a win. That's a win. Then visualize the next day how it's going to be. And visualize, and then finally visualize the long-term goal. Okay? Visualize yourself getting that job. Visualize yourself quitting those addictions. Visualize yourself fucking leaving that retarded friend group of yours. Visualize it. Okay? And guess what? Achieving success boosts your confidence. Okay? So success. Me making the basketball team was a big success, okay? I'm saying basketball, I bring up basketball because that was the first big success I've ever experienced. Before that, I made the freshman team and JV team, sure. That was pretty big success, especially playing, back then I perceived as playing as Indian on the team, but this was like some real shit. Okay, so me playing on the high school team, and mind you, not only did I play on the high school team, but I was the best shooter on the team, and I won the district best shooter. Dude, that was successful. That changed my confidence. I was someone who thought I didn't do shit in life, to having something like this. This was a starting point of what I knew I can achieve in life. And this was not only for basketball, this is everything. Okay, so this really enhances your self-image. So from improving your self-image, okay, I always advise start taking small wins, like going to the gym and making progress. Just start off by going to the gym and making small progress. If you're a girl or a guy, start by going to the gym. Okay? We want to build the confidence. So how to build confidence? Be successful in that thing. Okay? Show yourself. There's Alex Hormozy says, don't try to build confidence, build evidence that you're good at what you're doing. Right? To build evidence. Okay? The person you see yourself in the mirror is yourself. So when you're happy with your body, especially if you've never felt good about it before, it creates a sense of confidence and satisfaction. Okay? Dude, I'm so confident of my body now. Like, I want to be shirtless when I'm walking around. When I was in Bali, bro, I was only being shirtless. Okay? Fucking hell. Everyone was looking at me. Like, dude, I feel like the shit. Okay? Things I've experienced visualizing are absolutely insane. So that's where this video comes to an end, because I can't tell you where the next is going to be. I can't, because what I'm doing with you guys right now is I'm giving you guys the staple of what you need to succeed. Okay? And that staple is basically what I told you guys in this video. Okay? I'm not going to hand out what to do after you achieve this first thing, but no. When you achieve this, you gain something called momentum. Okay? And when you gain momentum, okay, that's where you get successful. So self-image is where we start. Okay, start changing your self-image. Okay, so things I've experienced visualizing are absolutely insane. So actually visualize. Okay, and actually go out and try to get rejected. Try to just try it. Try it, okay? Your brain will say no right now, but just say fuck you, brain. Tell that part of your brain to say fuck you. Just do it. Okay? Just try it. Alright? I know you guys will do it. Okay, you guys are. In the description below, in the comments, type down what are some of your limiting beliefs, and I want to make videos on those as well. Okay? Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.